Qwen 3.8-27 billion is not coming. It's already here. Apache 2, native vision and video, 262K context that stretches to a million tokens. And we are not just talking about it, we are pulling the weights and running it locally and testing it right now. This is my Ubuntu system where I have one GPU card, NVIDIA A100 with 80 GB of VRAM. Let me download the model. And while it downloads, let's talk more about this magnificent release, which was so much anticipated. And this card shows you all you need to know about this new dense 27 billion model, 64 layers, and this is where it gets interesting. The architecture is a hybrid. Three blocks of gated delta net linear attention for every one block of full attention. That's how they keep a 262K thousand token context efficient, and it stretches all the way to a million with yarn. It's not just text either. This is a native vision language model that reads images, documents, stem diagrams, even hour-long videos. Thinking is on by default. You can dial reasoning effort from low up to X high, depending on how hard you want it to work. And the benchmark, which I'm going to show you very shortly to this and this. In summary, the benchmark jumps over the last generation, and the jump is not small. Sui Bench Pro goes from 53 to nearly 62. OS World, the computer use benchmark, from 64 to 84. As I said, Apache 2 licensed, so you can run it exactly we are doing right now on your own hardware. Meanwhile, the model is downloaded. Next, I'm going to serve it with VLLM with all the usual parameters. Model is being served. Let me show you the VRAM consumption. So with KV cache, it is consuming just touch over 74 gig of VRAM. If you want to reduce it, just go and reduce the KV cache or context. And this is where I have configured this new Qwen with our Hermes agent. I am going to do the first test. The first test is a real hard one. I have never done that before. Let me quickly show you the application which I am going to test out. This application is Silo Trace. This monitors animal feed mills. Let me install it first and then show it to you in browser. It is all Docker based like a real world application would be. It contains Redis, it contains Postgres, 5 services, different languages, Python, Node, Postgres, Fast API, a live dashboard, a running database. Nothing crashes. Everything works, but the numbers which we will see shortly, they are all wrong. And the model has to trace across all five to find why. It's a needle in a very, very large haystack. It's a logical bug, no hints, no comments. So let's wait for this application to get installed and then I will show you in the browser. I think it has already almost restarted everything. Okay, it says that this address is in use. I think VLLM is using it. Just let me replace this. And now the application is started. As you can see that I have just gone in and given it some different port 8080. It is filling in all the batches in my feed. So while it runs, let me show you the application which you can see behind the scene. And my apologies, my internet is very slow at this hour of night. I never imagined it would be that slow at 2 a.m. in Sydney. But anyway, this is the application. So as I said, this is Silo Trace, a live monitoring dashboard for animal feed mills, the factories that makes corn, soy, and vitamins into feed. This application tracks every batch across 16 mills, how much was made, cycle times, and whether each one hits its target weight or not. And down below, you can see here, it is just showing different batches. So let's say I search for this batch which is SLT007, and then let me click on this batch, and a window should slide in from the right. There you go. So this is a batch at the moment. And now focus on this batch. Uh, the ground corn is 0.17% off target inside the 2% tolerance, as you can see here, but it is still flagged out of spec. Whereas towards the end, this vitamin premix is 2.83% off outside tolerance and it passed. The quality check is backwards. What it means in simple words in real world is that in a real feed mill, this ships bad batches and throws away good ones. Let me give it to this model to see if it is able to fix it or not in my Hermes agent. So this is a Qwen, and I'm just going to give it this goal. No hints, no comments whatsoever. Let's wait for it to see how exactly that works. I'm also very curious about its reasoning, by the way. One very interesting observation I have made while it thinks that the thinking and reasoning is very incisive, sharp, quick, and short. It doesn't think too long, but it thinks very incisively. As you can see, it already has figured out that there is something wrong with the quality figures. Okay, model has finished the session. Let's test it out if it has fixed it or not. Let me hard reset the browser. And there you go, the bug is fixed. Incisive, targeted, very quick. Ground corn in spec, and then vitamin premix is out of spec. Let's do a code generation test now. And now let's do our quintessential test where we have asked the model to create a single HTML file but with tabs, with hand-drawn fire and spits for grilled meats around the world, from Middle East, Turkey, Lebanon, Greece, South Africa, Argentina, and lot of other countries. Let me take you to Hermes agent, and then we are just going to give it that prompt. Let's wait for it to come back. It has again started thinking, and now it is going to roll over the code, and again very targeted, incisive thinking. I'm very impressed by it. So already figured out which meat from which country. Anyway, let's wait for it to finish and we will test it out. The model has created the file. Let me show it to you in the browser. So you can see that there are various tabs, 10 tabs, one for each corner of the fire cooking world. Even the title looks great. I'll just scroll down here, and this is what we have got: the shawarma cone turning on its vertical spit. Then we have Turkish doner kebab, looks pretty cool to me. And there are a lot of details around the cut, the fire, cook time, served, and various other things as you can see here. Then we have this Lebanese kofta laid over glowing. It doesn't show here, unfortunately. Maybe I will reload it sometime it happens in the tab. And there you go, refreshing gets us our lamb kofta. And if you're from Lebanon, let us know. Let's check out the Greece souvlaki. And remember, this is a HTML file. It is not an image generation, but still, I think, in terms of language and the way it has created that left-hand side text is also quite, I would say, targeted in terms of correctness. South Africa Brai, I think, looks okay to me. Could have been improved, but not bad. Argentina, so flames could be improved. I think it. I have seen better from Opus 5 and Fable 5 in terms of flames. Brazil, again the same similar stuff, but text information is correct. This is Japan, yakitori. USA, low and slow barbecue, and this is our Mexico. Now this whole file, if you ask me the truth, I have seen better from various other models, but they were bigger. They were not 27 billion parameter. This one is. So for that size, I think it's not bad. Now in the final test, I'm going to combine vision with multilinguality. So I'm going to give it this image from my local system. So this is an image which has English, Arabic, Urdu, Indonesian, and I'm asking it to extract the text and then select only one sentence out of this image and translate it into all of these languages. Let's see what model does here. I'm going to run the script, and model has started producing the result. One thing I can tell you that it has done quite good in terms of English, but other than that, for Urdu, for Arabic, even for Indonesian, as you saw in the image, I don't think so it has done anything good. So this is, sorry, let it finish and then we will check out the translation. And if that is your language, also let me know in the comments. So as far as vision is concerned, we already have checked that it works with English. Now, it has read the handwriting natively and picked a clean sentence to translate, but quality phrase as it scales strong on the major languages like Spanish, French, Russian, Arabic, all solid. Then it breaks down on the long tail. Regional languages from India, such as Telugu, drifts to not good. Malayalam is also not good. Greek, leak, raw Korean, Russian script mid sentence. Balochi, Khabar, Sindhi degraded into repeated garbage. Urdu is just okay. Arabic is, I'm not really sure. So I think capable core, lot of unreliable edges. Multilinguality is not there, but I think maybe we'll give it a other go because normally Qwen models are good in multilinguality. So that's it. I hope that for me waking up at 1 a.m. in Sydney was worth it, and you guys found something useful out of this video. One thing I would really want to say here, and for quite some days, hyping a model like a movie premiere sets a trap. A film is finished before the countdown starts. What you see on release night is exactly what shipped. A model isn't. The countdown builds an expectation of flawlessness, but what actually arrives is a system that's brilliant in its core competencies and quietly shaky at the margins, exactly like we just saw. Without any hype, without any frills and bells and whistles. I think when the anticipation is cinematic and the product is probabilistic, the gap between the trailer in your head and the thing on your screen is where disappointment lives. And it is why real testing beats the hype real every time. That's it. If you want to support the channel, please become a member. And recently, I have started this free weekly AI newsletter, which you can subscribe at fahadmirza.substack.com. Thank you for all the support.